Hey, what's up guys? It's Luke Beller. So today what I want to do is talk about Rashan Gary, sort of go through some of his stats from the past 2 seasons, his first 2 years in Green Bay. So now with it, after having gone through his first 2 seasons, it will be his 3rd year coming into 2021. So I basically want to go through sort of the progression he made from 2019 to 2020. He definitely took a huge step forward in 2020. And I sort of want to talk about why I do think he's going to continue to be, a crucial part of this Packers defense coming into the 2021 season. If you guys are new here, you haven't subscribed, you want to see more Packers content, I pretty much put out only Packers content on this channel. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel down below and turn on the post notifications. So taking a look at his first 2 years in Green Bay, he comes in 2019, has like a pretty, I'd say like an okay season, not like amazing, not terrible, just I'd say middle of the road. In 2019, he had 256 snaps. He had 16 total pressures and 3 sacks. This is according to Pro Football Focus. All these stats that I say for the players are according to Pro Football Focus. So that is 2019. 16 pressures, 3 sacks. Then in 2020, he comes in, doubles the amount of snaps he plays on defense from 256 in 2019 to 530 in 2020, basically doubling his snaps. And then he comes in with 46 pressures and 9 sacks in 2020. So his pressures go from 16 to 46, and his sacks go from 3 to 9, according to PFF. So there's no question that he really broke through in 2020. He was definitely, I'd say, a crucial part of this Packers defense coming into 2020. And I also think an interesting thing to sort of take a look at last year is, Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith both dominated in the 2019 season. And we sort of expected it to be pretty similar, at least I did, coming into 2020. But then in 2020, Preston Smith definitely struggled a lot. He definitely did not play as good as he did in 2019. And I'd say Rashan Gary played better than Preston Smith. If you take a look solely at the pressures, Preston Smith only had 29 pressures in 2020, whereas I said Rashan Gary had 46. So in like 300 or 400 less snaps than Preston Smith, Rashan Gary had about, like 15 or 16 more pressures than Preston Smith. So he definitely played a lot better than Preston Smith in 2020. And I think lots of us, looking at the cap situation this offseason, we were thinking potentially Preston Smith could be like a cap casualty just because the Packers could have saved some money by letting him go. And, they needed to make lots of moves this offseason to, be able to get in the certain, cap space area they really needed to get. But they did decide to keep Preston Smith, probably thinking he's going to bounce back coming into next season. And so sort of last year what we saw, they switched around a lot. Rashan Gary came in, subbed in for Preston Smith a lot, a little bit for Zadarius Smith. Sometimes they all three played together. But I feel like it's going to be similar like that in 2021. But one thing sort of I was thinking about is, if Rashan Gary continues to play much better than Preston Smith, I do not see why the Packers wouldn't just start to play Rashan Gary more than Preston Smith. Last year, Preston Smith had like around 900 snaps. Rashan Gary had 530. So if, Preston Smith continues to struggle and Rashan Gary continues to develop and break through coming into his 3rd season, I see no reason why Rashan Gary couldn't, maybe get more snaps than Preston Smith this year, potentially. And for 2020, PFF ranked Rashan Gary as the 43rd best edge linebacker out of 108, and they had Preston Smith ranked as the 88th best out of 108. So they had Rashan Gary ranked like 40 spots ahead of Preston Smith. And then one other thing to take a look at coming into his 3rd year, I was taking a look at Zadarius Smith's stats, sort of seeing how long it took him to sort of get to the level that he's at today. And it honestly took him a few years. He came into the league in 2015. He had 17 pressures. 2016, he has 26 pressures. 2017, he has 40 pressures. So his 3rd season, he's able to get to that 40 pressure mark. And Rashan Gary got to that 40 pressure mark in his 2nd season, where it took, Zadarius Smith his 3rd season. And it wasn't until, let's see, his 4th season that he hit 10 sacks back in 2018, whereas Rashan Gary got 9 sacks last year. So, Zadarius Smith took a few years to get going, and so I feel like Rashan Gary, coming into his 3rd year, could take a massive step forward and be even better than he was last season. Even though last season he was really good, I feel like he has another level he can get to. Just when we take a look at like guys coming to their 3rd season, Jair Alexander, really broke through in that 3rd season as well, and so I see no reason why Rashan Gary couldn't do that coming into this 2021 season. And so I definitely think he is a very crucial part of this team, definitely when it comes to pressuring the quarterback, and I feel like he's going to continue to do that for Green Bay coming into 2021. But that's all I wanted to break down for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you guys have yet to subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.